Hello, friends. This is Rishi Gupta, and today we are going to be talking about something very interesting, which is the Netflix original Dark. So, guys, this show is in German and it has been subtitled and dubbed in English. And as soon as I started watching the show, I immediately realized that this was Stranger Things. But that was only my first reaction. As I went further into the show, I realized that this was nothing like Stranger Things. Guys, Stranger Things is one of my favorite shows, and I really enjoy watching it. But it has always felt like a happy ride. I mean, when you're watching this particular show, you know that at least the kids are safe. And in throughout the three seasons, again, spoiler alert, the kids have at least been safe. So that it has a kind of fun and happy vibe to it. But dark, as the name suggests, is really dark. I mean, this is one of the most depressing shows I've ever seen. Not in the sense that it makes you feel depressed, in the sense that the characters are really messed up. I mean, so again, before I get ahead of myself, let me just summarize this show. Again, this is spoiler full review. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to log off this video. But yeah, so this is again based in an imaginary town called Winden, which has a nuclear power plant. And again, so nuclear energy is really hot right now after Chernobyl, and now this nuclear. So whenever we are talking about some weird stuff happening, nuclear energy, nuclear experimentation definitely makes an appearance. So again, here also there's a nuclear power plant, and because of that, I mean, kind of because of that, things are happening here. So. First of all, I should praise the writers. They have done an excellent job in coming up with the story for this. So throughout, so again, this is all about time travel. There are three separate timelines, and the characters are able to move from one timeline to the other. Obviously not all characters, but a few are. And it is definitely a testimony to the brilliance of the writing of the show, that I, at least personally, was unable to find fault with the paradoxes that time travel creates. So the biggest problem with time travel and the stories around time travel is that they create a lot of paradoxes, and you're able to question. If this guy went back in timeline and killed his own father, what happens to the a guy who actually went back in timeline because he was never born, and all of that stuff. But this show really had this sorted out. I mean, I was unable to point a logical fallacy in their time travel story. So that is what was brilliant about the show. Apart from that, the story is great. I mean, it's very well paced. So it's spread over 10 episodes. So I'm talking about season 1. I'm not seeing season 2. Probably I will after this. But in season 1, there were 10 episodes. They were really well paced. I did not get bored at any point in time. I was definitely engrossed and intrigued by what was happening to our characters. And coming to the characters, the characters were really great. They were nuanced. I mean, whatever messed up shit happens in this town happens every 33 years. So in a sense, every generation is affected one way or the other, because this shit keeps on happening. So you actually don't have any happy characters in the show. I am unable to recount one character that I might say is sorted out, is happy, is living the life that he wants to. Everyone is traumatized. Everyone is living some kind of a trauma from the past or present. So that's what the story is about. All the characters, I mean, the main characters. So just let me mention a few. So Ulrich, the cop who loses his son, is a messed up character. I mean, you kind of empathize with him. He has lost his son. He's disappeared. He doesn't know where he is. But he is also a really bad person, for the want of of a better word. He's a bad person. He has done some bad shit. Even when he was a kid, even when he's grown up, he's cheating on his wife, and he's a messed up individual. And almost all the characters are. So there's another character called Hannah. She is borderline. I don't think borderline. She's a psychopath, and the kids are messed up in their own way. So all the characters, even the older characters who suffered 33 years ago, are still messed up. So every character has a story of his or her own, and they are living it. So I really enjoyed this show, the story that it brings to the table. And the story is really intelligent. It actually makes you think. So what I love about this show is that it's intelligent, and it's logically intelligent. It's not intelligent for the sake of it. So that's what I loved about the show. The execution was great. Obviously, the production value. I mean, the special effects. There are few and far in between, but you can see that they did not have a lot of budget to spend on. Probably, So Stranger Things kind of raised the bar so high, especially in season three. The special effects are movie quality. I mean, they have spared no expense in Stranger Things. But here I can see that probably they have not had that much of a budget to spend on special effects. But I think that will definitely improve in season two, because it has season one has been received really well. I mean, I hope it is received even well once the word of mouth spreads even further. So season two is out. I am sure they might have put in a lot more money in that. And what I, again, so that's another thing that I like in this particular series is that it has been already mentioned that it's a trilogy. There are going to be three seasons. So I don't want any show, probably like Stranger Things, just trying to milk on the success of the first season, then second, then third, then fourth. They have already mentioned that it's a three-part TV show. So they are not trying to milk it, just because the first season was well received, let's make season two. So that's what that's one of the things I like about this show. So, guys, great show, great suspense, great thrill, excellent characters, great story. I mean, time travel done well. That's a really, really rare thing to experience. So, all of that was really great. I highly recommend you watching it. So, I'll probably be starting with season two soon. I'll talk about that as well. Until then, please do watch this, enjoy, and let me know your thoughts. And as always, please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it with your friends, and I'll see you again. Thank you so much.